Good morning, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars sort of unboxing show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. And again, we are at Wilderness Lodge, heading over to Magic Kingdom today for another Star Wars adjacent experience, and that is to ride the Tron Lightcycle Run. This was a roller coaster ride that was first debuted in Shanghai Disney back in 2016, I think. Now, it's not Star Wars, of course, but as I mentioned in an earlier video relating to Guardians of the Galaxy, I consider it Star Wars adjacent. It's nestled in Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom right next to Space Mountain, another Star Wars adjacent attraction. So we're gonna see if we can get now. I have no lightning lanes, I have no fast passes. It's an hour wait as of right now. But one of the things that I've done on these longer trips is just take short trips into the park. Do one or two things, and then head back. It's more relaxing. And when you have an annual pass, it's not something that you have to worry too much about. So it just turns out that, there's a bus option for Magic Kingdom, which I find interesting. You can either use watercraft or take the bus. That's new. Ordinarily, in some areas that have boats, they don't really have that option. But here apparently they do. So we're gonna take the bus today. Most people take the boat. King of the bus. Train moving in the opposite direction because of the construction going on in the park. It's kind of toggling back and forth. But it's neat. They have the seats kind of facing both ways, so if anybody gets queasy going backwards, you can sit the other way. It's just kind of weird seeing a train go backwards though. All right. Now, again, I recognize my channel is mostly devoted to Star Wars, but as I've mentioned, I'm also a Disney fan. So, but not enough that I want to make my own channel. There's a lot of Disney channels that you can find information on, but if anybody stumbles across this, but Star Wars has a huge presence in all the parks, mostly Hollywood Studios because of Galaxy's Edge, of course, but there are other areas in the merchandise locations, and as I said, adjacent Star Wars ideas that exist. And Tron and Space Mountain, they're definitely among those types. Wow. This never gets old. Man, it is a crowded morning. Now, most of the rides are between 10 and 20 minute waits, which is not bad. In the morning, it's definitely why it's recommended everyone rope drop. Although I suggest, if you're okay with just the standard rides and not the real popular ones, of which there's like 2 or 3 of them in this park, like the one I'm going to, I recommend half an hour after rope drop. The massive crowds waiting out in the blazing hot sun have dissipated. They've all gone in and are all heading to the big popular rides. Mainly here it's Tron, Space Mountain, which is down right now, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, although that one is less popular. Of course, there's also the line for Starbucks. Peter Pan's Flight. Those are basically the ones that'll have instantaneously get 30 minutes to an hour or more. But The rest of the rides generally can be a 5, 10, 15, 20-minute wait. I love this park. I love the theming. I love the entertainment that comes in and out between the band and the Dapper Dan's barbershop quartet. And the castle shows, although it gets very hot, so castle shows are hard to sit through or stand through because it's so hot. A couple of years ago, they put this hub in. They expanded it, and all the purists were like, "How could you change the hub?" It was the best move they ever made. It's nice and wide and easy to get through, and even if there's a big event taking place in the center of the park, you can get around it. It's nice. So now at last viewing, the Tron Lightcycle Run had a 70-minute wait. We'll do like we did with Guardians. We'll get online. We'll see how we do with it. Hopefully it doesn't go down. And then I'm not going to actually video the ride. You can find plenty of footage of the ride. I don't really have the equipment to adequately do it. I almost lost my phone on Guardians of the Galaxy, and that would have been really bad. So I'm not going to risk it. You're not really supposed to do it anyway. I don't like to break those kind of rules, so I don't want anyone to get in trouble. Least of all myself. And really, all of Tomorrowland is like a Star Wars adjacent. Although it's funny, because when I think about it, it's like it's Star Wars adjacent, but really more Empire, because the Empire has the clean, sleek, futuristic look, and whereas the rebels and the good guys, they tend to have the more scruffy, dirty, lived-in look. So there's kind of an irony there when you think about it. Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, underrated attraction. Some great improv comedians, some cool audience participation. It's great. It used to be Stitch's Great Escape over there, which used to be Alien Encounter, Extraterrestrial. How they put that in this park, that was like a horror attraction that they put in Tomorrowland in Magic Kingdom, which is the most child-attendant park. The Wedway PeopleMover above us. Those definitely, they remind me of Star Wars, when all the little trams that take rebels and drive them around in Hoth and Yavin. Ooh, I might get myself a coffee soon. Oh, is Space Mountain open?
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the PeopleMover, presented by Inc.
Oh no.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. 20-minute wait because it just opened. Tron is up there. Space Mountain, Tron, Space Mountain. Man. All right. It's 20 minutes. I got to do Space Mountain.
20 minutes. Come on.
Well, it's probably not going to be 20 minutes for long. Definitely inspired by Star Wars, although it did come out technically 2 years earlier.
Come on!
Thrilling high-speed turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark that includes sharp turns, sudden drops, and stops.
That's why Disney does it better than anyone.
You should be in good health and free
Indoor
from
queue.
blood pressure, heart
Comfortable,
rate, neck problems,
air conditioned.
motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this invention.
I mean, tell me this is not like, well, I guess in some ways. I mean, the original ride, I believe, came out before Star Wars, but
Remember that passengers in wheelchairs.
It has been updated since, and there's definitely been Star Wars influences. Although this to me reminds me a little bit of 2001, A Space Odyssey.
It's watching a video right now. It says Ron.
It's probably going to make the Tron ride. It's a possibility that the Tron ride now, the wait time will go down. Some people might have gotten out of line to get into this line, but because what happens when a ride goes down, people just kind of wait. They kind of hang out nearby, waiting for it to open up again. Because when it open up again, then you end up. It's only going to be a 10-20 minute wait for about 15 minutes. Then it's going to jump back up to an hour. So that's cool. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that in Disneyland in California, they actually had a hyperspace mountain overlay, which was all Star Wars, and it was amazing. And I like the ride better because it's a 2-seater left to right. These rides are kind of straddle 3-seaters, one behind the other, which is a little uncomfortable. But it's also just a little more jerky. Hopefully my back doesn't give out. But normally to walk through that queue, what I just did, will take an hour. So we are clearly... Oh, and they're running both tracks too. That's awesome. This is the double track ride. So, awesome. I think sometimes this has instead of having a Star Wars vibe, maybe just a 70s vibe, which Star Wars was part of. So maybe it's just more generic in my brain. I don't know. What do you think? Leave a comment. Is Space Mountain remind anybody else of Star Wars? Here it comes. Again, I'm not filming, just gonna... I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I survived. Whew. Kind of up for an hour wait for Tron now. Get my back in alignment. Alright, it does jostle you around a lot, especially your neck. So, just be warned when you do that one. Again, the one in Disneyland, a lot smoother. Either that or maybe the Star Wars overlay made me feel a little bit more distracted. I don't know. Leave a comment. Disneyland, Tomorrowland, Disneyland Space Mountain versus Magic Kingdom in Florida Space Mountain. Which one do you prefer? I go West Coast for this one. So then, of course, we have the gift shops, which sometimes have some Star Wars merch. Oh, that's interesting. And Tron definitely. Oh my.
It does look pretty neat.
Ooh, I like the Tomorrowland shirts, but sadly, they're only medium. Oh, here we go. We got a little Star Wars goodness right here. It's all the standard stuff. I've been meaning to get one of these, but keep. Those are cute. Oh, the new Darth Vader lounge flag. Cool. It's so funny they keep going back to Vader. Ooh, this one's nice. Huh. Oh, and they have an XL. Cool. I just ordered a bunch of shirts, though. I think I'm gonna take a break from that. Of course, you gotta get your Grogu has taken over. All right. All right. I got us all nice and loose and limber. Ready for Tron? They have these really cool like make a figure kind of things with Tron. Avatar has it. Why do we not have one for Star Wars? They only did that for like, you know, Hasbro has their make a figure thing, and is this a line to get? Oh no, okay, this picture, okay. Yeah, Hasbro has that or had that, and Disney did it during Star Wars celebrations. Why is it not an all-the-time thing? I don't get it. Do they honestly think they're not going to have that much sales? Yet they think they're going to have enough for Avatar? Or for... I mean, if you made photo scan technology for 3 3/4 inch figures, and you include and you put them on a Jedi or Stormtrooper or Sith or Rebel Trooper or Rebel Pilot figures, and you included them in a Star Wars case, like a, whoa, that train is loud. You included that in the Star Wars packaging. Oh my God, that would be, I guarantee, they would, maybe they feel like it would sell out too quickly and they wouldn't be able to keep up with demand. I don't know. Or maybe it's just too, they can't justify the price. Maybe it would cost too much. I don't know. Who the heck knows? Am I going the wrong way? I don't know. This music is from the Tron later film that came out in the 2000s. The whole ride's kind of based in that tech versus the 82 movie. But still, it just has a, what I feel is a Star Wars-y vibe because it's early 80s. Again, it could just be the time frame. I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know. I'm just following a line. I don't know. Thankfully, the bulk of the wait will be at least covered, so that's good. We're not going to film the whole wait, by the way. Standby entrance, okay. Nice. What are we at? Oh, 40 minutes. Well, that's cool. All right, see how we do.
Supervise young Teen Blue users at all times.
Welcome in, users. Make sure you fill up all that available space. Move all the way across into the front of the screen, please. Thank you.
Prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid. Proceed to games.
Okay, that was cool. Alright, a little more sleek than Star Wars, I'll admit, but definitely giving off vibes. Yikes.
Initiate Lightcycle Run upload sequence in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Tron Lightcycle Run, the ultimate competition on the grid. Before proceeding to the seat chamber, all members of Team Blue must prepare. All users must secure large items, including backpacks, purses, and hats, in the locker portal before entering the grid. Lockers are just ahead. When the gate opens, follow your path on the floor. If you are assigned the bar indigo, you must walk behind the light cycle. Remove phones, glasses, and other items that may fall off, and secure them in the storage area between the handlebar. To synchronize with your light cycle, kneel, lean, and pull the handlebars towards you.
Similar to Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom.
Tron Lightcycle Run is a thrilling, high-speed roller coaster type ride in the dark, making sharp turns with sudden drops and stops. For your safety, remain seated on your light cycle at all times. Remember to kneel, lean, and pull the handlebars towards you. Supervising Team Blue users at all times. The competition begins when Team Blue launches across the upload conduit and onto the grid. Your opponents will be there.
Yeah, but tomorrow.
To win, every member of Team Blue must pass through each energy gates before their opponents. Stick together. It's your only hope for victory.
Yeah, he can win. Like, he cannot go stop.
In the life cycle run, there are winners and there are losers. Who are you?
Alright, I'm putting the phone away. I'll meet you afterwards. Okay. Woo. Alright. In my opinion, a much superior ride to Space Mountain. Only because, yes, much of it is in the dark, but you see kind of approximately where you're going, which I feel is more fun. Plus, it has a high-speed takeoff, which is just epic. All right, so that is another Star Wars adjacent experience achieved. Again, I know it's not really Star Wars, but I always felt like it is adjacent. It's funny, like when they're in Disneyland in California, who's celebrating its 70th anniversary as I record this, they put Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, so the park has more of a Star Wars feel in general than the Magic Kingdom does, because here we have Hollywood Studios as a place, which I will be at later in an upcoming video. A friend of mine and I will be building lightsabers, so we would definitely get the non-adjacent but full-out Star Wars experience very shortly. But PeopleMover, Space Mountain, Tron, it always gives me Star Wars vibes, so it counts. Except for this building right here, which is where the gift shop is. This building gives me Super Friends Hall of Justice vibes. If you know, you know. All right. Well, gang, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Again, not Star Wars specific, but Star Wars adjacent. I am going to find myself a nice, cool drink, and then I'm going to head out, because again, I got an adventure with a friend tonight, and I need to get myself prepped for it. Ooh, it looks like a good place to maybe get a drink. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? No, on second thought, there's a... Joffrey's has some cool annual pass drinks I'm going to get. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, check out all my other content, mostly Star Wars related, but the occasional Disney goodness thrown in. See you in the next video. Until next time, may the Force and the toys and the Star Wars experiences be with you.